Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're talking about Milan and possible head coaches for next year. Four names being thrown out there. Obviously, it seems like Conte will not be renewing. He won't be staying. The failed objective of the qualification for the Champions League next season. The results this year, guys, it hasn't been great under Conceição, wasn't great under Fonseca. And so Milan can't afford to make another bad coaching decision. They need to figure out who is the best fit for them. They need to figure out very quickly, and they can't make a mistake. They can't make a mistake. And right now, there's four names being thrown out there: Zerbi, Conte, Allegri, and a possible fourth in Fabregas, who we're facing this weekend with Como, doing fantastically well with the Neopromossa. Of course, if you're talking Allegri, if you're talking Conte, probably the two coaches that won't need an adaptation period, who can get you back to winning immediately, right? There's no doubt about it. Conte is winning wherever he goes. We saw it with Inter, we saw it with Juve, we saw it with Chelsea when he won the Premier League as well. We see it with Napoli this season, bringing them back to a level of competition where they're battling for the Scudetto after that horrible year last year. I've always said it, he's a great coach. I don't see him as a Milan coach. I wouldn't want him as a Milan coach. Will demand the maximum out of management in terms of investments, in terms of having a good team on the field, which every coach should ask. Don't get me wrong. However, he will be the first to bail on you if things don't go the right way. We're already seeing it this season with Napoli, saying that they should have invested better this winter transfer session when they sold Kvaratskhelia, saying that the team should have been better from the get-go. Guys, there's always a little something. He won't be the one that toughs it out if things don't go his way. And to me, he represents too much Juve, too much Inter. So to me, he's not the best coach, or at least in my mind, the best fit for this Milan team. Allegri, on the other hand, una minestra riscaldata. Una minestra riscaldata, we say in Italian, a return that probably will be the closest to normalcy, if you want, for Milan in terms of somebody that knows l'ambiente, that knows how to work at Milanello, that has worked with Ibra as well. He had him as a player. Guys, he could be a good fit. We know that he didn't have the greatest season with Juventus his last season. However, overall, Max Allegri has won a lot. He won his first Scudetto with Milan, went on to win a lot with Juventus as well. A great coach for Il Spogliatoio, right? Knows how to handle the team, the egos. So he could be maybe a good choice for this Milan team. Like I said, una minestra riscaldata not always is a good option, right? We don't always want returns, but right now, if you look at the Italian coaches available, he could be a very good one or a very valid option. We know Conte, if he doesn't decide to leave Napoli, still has another year on his contract. The Zerbi should have been the coach for Milan this season. He was free after he left Birmingham, not Birmingham, but Brighton. And so he's a Milan fan, would have came running. He's currently leading Marseille to a Champions League spot, currently second in La Ligue, 16 points behind PSG, yes, but having a fantastic season. Guys, a coach whose system is based on ball possession, aggression, he has great ideas, he's young. Guys, Costruzione dal Basso, even, which Milan played a lot in the last couple of seasons. So to me, De Zerbi was always the coach to go get. Even this season when he was available, I thought they were going to go for him. They decided not to go for him. I think Fonseca, in their mind, was easier to work with. Guys, he is going to need a bit of time to adapt, but I think that De Zerbi would be the perfect fit. No Serie A, loves Milan. Guys, I think to me, he would be the best choice if available for next season. Then we have Fabregas. Fabregas, who is doing fantastically well with Como this season. has a wealth of international experience as a player. Of course, he has a certain appeal, the name, a lot of people know the name. Capable of mixing young talent with more veteran players. We see it this season with Como, we see it with Nico Paz, we see it with Dia. So very, very interesting choice, very offensive coach. Guys, how could he do with those bigger egos? How could he do in a bigger place like Milan? That remains to be seen. But he is ready to take on the next step. And he's getting that Serie A experience. Yes, he's not Italian, and I understand. But could be a very interesting choice. But to me, honestly, I would go De Zerbi. Maybe Allegri, like Conte, I don't know why. I just don't see him as a Milan coach. And Fabregas could be a surprise. Are they willing to risk it and take another chance this season? That's the big question. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments. Like and subscribe, guys. What do you think?